Bum, bum, bum. Hey, y'all, and welcome to another episode of MIA. I'm your host. I'm Nikki Says You Only Live Once, and we have a special guest today. Now, today, our guest, she is in hospitality. She's a hospitality powerhouse, real estate mogul, and the visionary behind Nouveau Hospitality Group. Let's welcome Ebony Austin to MIA.
Hey.
Ebony, how's it going?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Nikki?
Doing pretty good. So I saw you last time at the panel talk during the Elevation Experience for OBC, and now we're
Yes.
here, doing this virtual interview. So nice to see you again.
Pleasure. I see you singing over there.
I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. So Ebony, you've been called a powerhouse and a movement. When you hear that, what do you think of? What comes to mind?
What comes to mind immediately, my team, because without them, I'm nothing. So when I think of a powerhouse and I think of the word movement, ultimately, I think of my team. We're a force. So yeah, I think it's my team,
So how
hands
many how
down.
many people on your team?
Oh my God, well over 100.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So what inspired the creation of the Nauvoo Hospitality Group, and how did you envision it shifting the culture of dining in the South?
Absolutely, just dreaming bigger, right? And not limiting what my vision was. For me, I wanted to really be cheers in the community with a twist, right? And that twist would be the experience that we give to our customers, and not only the experience, but putting our footprints in our community. So for us, it was like, how do I dream so small when I know that the plan that God has for me is way bigger than what I can even imagine? So I had to learn that I had to dream bigger. So when I reached one thing, and I was like, okay, Ebony, that might have been a little bit too easy for you to reach. All right, let's do something harder. And in all honesty, that was my restaurants. Real estate was maybe a little bit of a walk in the park for me, but this hospitality, and starting a hospitality group that now is under 6 restaurants are now under that hospitality group. For me, it was dreaming bigger. It was putting in a little bit more work, understanding that everything comes with a lesson. So honestly, it was just really dreaming bigger and never like doubting myself. Like even when times got hard, I had to find like the strength to tell myself to keep going, to keep moving. You got it. So yeah,
So what year did your first restaurant open under Nauvoo?
2019.
Wow, and that's pretty recent.
Yes,
And now you have 6 restaurants under
2019.
your belt? Oh,
Yes. Yeah, we're
that
doing
is
Miami now. Miami makes the sixth one. We're doing that one right now as we speak.
And when
Hmm.
yes, oh yeah, I have a few questions for that later on.
Yes.
So from gourmet grits to
Yes.
rent-free homes, your work transcends business. So how would you define the legacy you're building?
Absolutely. And in my legacy, I want people to know my heart, right? I want people to understand that this assignment is way bigger than me. It's about how many people we reach, how many people we bring to Christ, right? But I also want to be able to be in a place to understand that much is given, much is required. And so for me, when we went to those shelters and we pulled those families out of those shelters, right? And they had no bills for a year, we wanted them to understand that everybody deserves a second chance. And some people, this is their first chance. And it doesn't matter where you are now, is where you're going. And so for me, understanding, again, the plan and understanding that this was bigger than me, is bigger than my team. Ultimately, is also helping other families to learn how to create like generational wealth, to learn how to create, savings. And in this program, they had to save money. There were still requirements. They had to work so that once they came up out of those homes, they had savings because they had no bills, they had no rent. So for us, and they were in townhomes, so they wasn't in um just the average single family home. They were actually in nice, really nice townhomes. And so we wanted to like just put our footprints in different communities all throughout Georgia.
That's awesome. So what came first, the restaurants or real estate residential? Which one?
Real estate came first. Real
Oh,
estate
that
came
was
first.
first.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
Real estate came first. It was one property at a time. Understanding the power of investing in my community. That was big for me. I bought my first 5 properties in my community that I grew up in. And so I wanted to be a voice in my community. So I started in my community, buying property in my community.
So how do they qualify to, like, I guess, get like a rent-free property? How would they qualify for that?
So you know what? The qualifications are pretty simple. And honestly, my team, we sit down and we talk about like, hey, we're going into shelters. And it's really for us, we get to know the people. We have a conversation. We do a Zoom. Sometimes it's in-person conversations. And we just kind of want to know your story within 60 seconds. And now honestly, we all most of the time agree on the exact same thing. We're like, oh wait, we see this potential in this person, and we might not be able to help everybody this time, but we'll come back, we'll spin the block for sure. And so we've been very committed to doing that as well. So we're getting ready to do some affordable homes that'll help some of these families, because mortgages are really expensive these days. So we're trying to make sure our footprint is in the community for sure.
Rent and mortgage is expensive. You got HOA, you got the
Woo!
insurance, you got property taxes. Everything is expensive. Okay.
Everything is expensive. Yes, absolutely. So we want to, make sure we're doing our part.
Yeah. So you've launched multiple restaurant concepts. So there's Nouveau Bar and Grill,
Uh-huh.
Nouveau Noir, and there's Stir
Hmm.
House. I may be missing the other. I know Winwood is
Cliche.
what's the other one I'm missing? There's two.
Cliche.
Cliche.
Uh-huh. So
Okay.
it's Nouveau Noir, Nouveau College Park, Nouveau Jonesboro. We have Cliche and we have Stir House as well. And
So
Stir
what's up
House
with
is a
the name
vegan concept.
Nouveau? Tell me about Nouveau. Like why is that name,
So nouveau, of course, is French. It means new. It's modern, right? And so, my name is Ebony. Of course, it means black. And so, for me, I wanted to stay in the same concept, but I wanted something that still had a meaning to it. So, nouveau noir was the new black, right? And
Ah,
so, we wanted to show people like this new black experience, this elevated experience. And so, that's what we came up with, the nouveau noir. And nouveau, of course, it means new. When we first opened our first location in 2019, we were the newest restaurant and the newest concept in the College Park area. We were very modern, like we like to create something new, something different. And so I think we've done a great job, my team, making sure that we've created that.
that's awesome. Yeah. So
Thank
what's your
you.
creative process when building like a new dining experience? I know it's southern. So how do you come up with the concept and like the cuisines?
Oh, absolutely. So some of that sometimes can get a little tricky when you have a lot of chefs, right? And so they master in different things. But the beauty of it is, again, we involve our community, we involve our team, and so we do food tastings where we sample the different foods and we get like the ratings if it's 5 stars, if it's four, three, two, one. And so that's kind of how, because my chefs can cook, I cook. Our line cooks, we even include them as well, so that we're picking like the right dish, but we're also, understanding the consumer and the customer's needs. And so because of that, I mean, we invite customers within so many miles of us to come in, and everything is free. The food, the appetizers, the drinks, the desserts, like it's a real experience. And I mean, we started with 5 stars from the time we start that food tasting to the time we ended. So it's been a great experience and it's worked, very, very well for us.
No, yeah, no, yeah, definitely. I'm sure they have a good time sampling the different, dishes. so
Yes.
so
We,
how do
on
you
the other hand, catch all the heat because the chefs, we all back there arguing on who dishes better. But
is the best, right?
yeah, it's a little
so
crazy in the back.
how do you maintain a unique vibe and authenticity across different cities? So you're in Atlanta, Dallas, and also now Wynwood. Those are the three main markets, right?
Absolutely. So the Miami location will be in Midtown.
Hmm.
Um, that's where we'll be at in Miami. So yes, so I think for us it starts at the home, right? It starts in our home. And when I say that, that means it starts with training, right? It starts with finding the right people who has the same passion, who loves serving, right? And in that, we train our team to become family, right? Because that's what we are. So no team member is called staff, no team member is called an employee. Like we're very careful of the words that we speak, whether that's in meetings, whether that's us on the floor. We're big in coaching in the moment. And I think that because of all of those things and putting different systems in place, and we allow our team to be themselves, right? So again, it still kind of create the cheers vibe, the cheers experience. And because of that, we've created a cheers with the twist. So that experience, because our managers go to location to location to train, we've done a great job at it.
And it's about the culture. It's about the culture of, the company. Because people leave because of the management. That's why people leave jobs. So if the culture is healthy within, they're gonna be happy and they're gonna want to stay. So that's awesome.
Yeah, and I mean they get so many different things. Like we stay doing different things for our team. Whether that's hey, um, a team member do the top sales for the month. Most of the time it's surprises. They don't even see it coming. They might walk away with $600, $700, a trip to Disney World, whatever that looks like in that time, whatever we come up. If they going on vacation, we'll pay for their vacation. But we're very creative, and we show that we're appreciative of all the hard work and commitment, because it takes commitment in the hospitality industry for sure.
It sure does. And Ebony, I'm getting hungry just hearing about this and talking about your restaurants. But we're going to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
Absolutely.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters, because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. Demesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
School's almost back, but first, let's have some fun. It's the Children's Trust Family Expo, packed with music, shows, and back-to-school supplies. Join us August 2nd at the Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Fairgrounds. We'll even help you get there. It's easy with an Uber voucher, good for up to $15 each way. Free entry, free parking, free family joy. Visit thechildrenstrust.org/Family Expo for details. Let's go to the Family Expo. Uber voucher terms and conditions apply.
Imagine a kitchen upgrade or roof repair for your home. But are they safe and up to code? Without a permit, you risk electrical fires or leaky roofs or worse. This endangers lives, decreases property value, leads to costly repairs and fines, and violates the building code. Remember, permits equal protection, and protection equals peace of mind. Protect your home, protect your investment. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/build-permit-safe.
And welcome back. Ebony's my guest today with Nouveau Hospitality. Basically, let's talk about Nouveau Grits. 180 plus, it's in 180 plus stores and counting, with 100% of the proceeds going to HBCU scholarships. So why HBCUs? Why is HBCU such a personal passion for you, and how do you envision continuing this impact?
Absolutely. So we started our grit line March 12th, my grandmother's birthday. That's who raised me. She passed when I was younger. And so for me, again, it was really going back and giving back. I went to an HBCU. I went to Langston University in Oklahoma. And so what happened was someone had to help me. Like, I could not figure it out. I partied my first year. Kind of just went crazy. I was used to being in church 6 days out the week. So I got to school, felt every class there was, and someone believed in me. And because of that, I made a promise to God, like, God, if you bless me to finish, I'll give back to another student at some point in my life. I didn't know when, I didn't know how, I just knew that I would. And so our grit line, 100% of those proceeds go to students at HBCUs. And we're proud to say that we've given away over $1.6 million. So for us, when I say we really support HBCUs, we really put our money where our mouth is. We give back. We love what we do. We pull up with 18 wheelers to fill up school pantries, because we do know that there is now a 8% of HBCU students that are homeless, when a few years ago we was only at 3%. So what does that look like? That means some students don't have a family to bring food and send care packages. And so because we want to be, again, cheers in the community, we'll pull up with big food trucks, and I mean like fill pantries up, and not your average groceries. I mean, there's pizzas in there, there's apples, there's oranges, there's juices, there's all things that college students like. We give out laptops, refrigerators, microwaves. So we've really made sure that, we're that shoulder for those students to lean on at HBCUs.
That is awesome.
Thank
Wow.
you.
That's phenomenal. Have you had
Thank
like
you.
any memorable moments with students or recipients of your HBCU scholarships that have stuck with you?
Oh my God, absolutely. A student named Mr. Michael from Howard University. I missed his graduation. I was so sad that I could not make it, but he's definitely stayed in contact. I have Miss Savannah, who her mother died during COVID, and we were able to step in and do scholarships in her mother's honor every year. And so she actually interns with us. And so she's been doing that for the last 3 years. Her and Michael we're both honor roll students. Yeah, we're really hands-on with our students, Asia and Clark. Yeah, absolutely. So we're not just giving away money and not checking back on them. Savannah, we paid scholarships every year she's been in college.
Wow, that's so how many students qualify each school year? So for example, it's 2025. Seniors
Mhm.
graduated in like May, June of this year. So how do you select them and how many do you select per year?
So we do it a few times a year. And so for us, and we've been really blessed from the support of the community. Our goal was to never tell a student no, and we've never told a student no. So even if a student didn't make it the first round, we kept those students not in our back pocket, but we kept them directly next to us. So then when we went back to do scholarships, they were the first people on that list. And so, like I said, our goal has always been to never tell a student no. And when you think about 400 students that you've given away scholarships to, I think my team should pat themselves on the back because we started off selling the grits in Nouveau. Before we were in 400 public stores, we was just selling them in 2 Nouveaus, and they put a lot of work in, making sure the customers knew that our grits had a purpose.
Wow, that congratulations. That's so fun.
Thank
Like
you.
paying it forward and giving it back. Like, and then
Absolutely.
as these students get older and they graduate, they're not going to forget. They're going to pay it forward
No.
back to somebody else, because of what you're doing for them. So that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
Um,
they pay attention. I paid attention to Tyler Perry my whole career. I'm a huge fan. And I watched the love, what he poured into community. So for me, it was like, one day I'll be able to give back like that. We're not at that level yet, but we're doing a
there.
great job.
Shout out Tyler Perry. There you go.
Yeah.
So then you're bringing Nouveau to Wynwood. So when can we expect
Yes.
it to be open? What's going to be like the cuisine aesthetics and place?
Absolutely. So all of our locations have like their own twist, and we're still figuring out what story we're gonna tell in Miami. We're getting really close to finalizing what that story will be like because every store location has its own story. And so we want to make sure that we're in touch with Miami. We understand the culture in Miami, but we're also changing the culture to what the culture that we've already created. So we're looking at the fall. We're
Okay.
coming really soon.
Right around the corner.
We're
It's right
coming
here.
soon. Yes, it's right here. So we're super excited. Very, very nice location. We're kind of changing some things so that it feels like Nouveau. Um, but we still want to give it that Miami touch. So we're just finalizing a little bit of things. But I will tell you, our seafood and grits will always be our signature um, dish that's on our menu. But we coming up with a little bit of twist to a couple of our dishes. So we're super excited. Of course, we're gonna do some food tastings in Miami just to kind of feel the culture and see what their vibe is so we can kind of match that and create something magical.
Oh yeah, we love, colors and texture and taste and all of that. So yes, bring it, bring it, bring it.
We got to bring it, I promise.
Okay. So if Legacy had a flavor, what would yours taste like and why?
Oh, if it had a flavor, what would it taste like? I think it would taste very sweet.
Like a peach cobbler or like a apple pie, or like a what kind of sweet?
When I say sweet, I would say like a sweet potato pie.
Oh, Okay, nice. Okay.
Right? You get to the bottom, the crust is a little bit hard, but the top, the pie, the custard is very soft, but the flavor is amazing. So I think that sometimes you get to see the softer side of people, but then you get to see the flavor, and that's the different personalities, the different characteristics of a person. But then you also get to see that bottom part where it gets a little bit of tough, and that sternness is just making sure that we stay disciplined.
With a little pinch of salt, a little pinch of salt. Okay, all right. Well, Ebony, thank you so much. It's a pleasure meeting you. I will definitely be there for the grand opening in the fall.
Yes, you have to.
Awesome. Well,
Thank
you
y'all
so
so
much.
much for having us.
Yeah, and
Have a good
congratulations.
one.
You
Thank
too.
you so much. All right, bye-bye.
Bye. And y'all, so this is so phenomenal what she's doing in the community. So please support Nouveau Hospitality and please follow her page. And coming up next, my co-host, Dr. Delvena. She's our board certified psychiatrist. We have a commercial break. We'll be right back.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
I grew up down here in South Florida, so for me, it's a little bit more personal.
For the Mesman and Dover Law Firm, it's about community.
For us, South Florida's our home. You all are our people.
Our family, our future.
The difference we'll make for you, your loved ones, your kids, matters. Because to us, it's personal.
If you need us, call us 24/7 at 866-954-MORE.
That's 866-954-6673. The Mesman and Dover Law Firm, youraccidentattorneys.com.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
School's almost back, but first, let's have some fun. It's the Children's Trust Family Expo, packed with music, shows, and back-to-school supplies. Join us August 2nd at the Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Fairgrounds. We'll even help you get there. It's easy with an Uber voucher, good for up to $15 each way. Free entry, free parking, free family joy. Visit thechildrenstrust.org/Family Expo for details. Let's go to the Family Expo. Uber voucher terms and conditions apply.
Imagine a kitchen upgrade or roof repair for your home. But are they safe and up to code? Without a permit, you risk electrical fires or leaky roofs or worse. This endangers lives, decreases property value, leads to costly repairs and fines, and violates the building code. Remember, permits equal protection, and protection equals peace of mind. Protect your home, protect your investment. For more information, visit miamidade.gov/build-permit-safe.
When quality care is a priority.
Hey, Nikki, are you ready to take the couch? Hey, so I'm headed to the only HBCU in South Florida, Florida Memorial University. Yes, it is located in Miami Gardens, and today there is an event, a mental health event called Fight for Power. It's an event for college students to teach them about mental health and wellness, to teach them ways to cope. We are doing a closed panel discussion that will be out soon on Hulu, Amazon Prime, as well as Netflix. That's pretty cool. And after the panel discussion, there is a health fair at FMU. So I am Dr. Delvena, and I'm peachy. I'm very happy. When I wake up, I'm happy. I'm happy that God awakened me for another day. I am a brain love specialist. I created the term brain love, and I do have a podcast that's also titled after brain love. It's important to me to talk about everything under the umbrella of mental health, because everything in life is about mental health, everything. You can't get away from your brain, and so that's where the term brain love comes from. So the impact of the brain and the neuroscience behind it, you're not alone in not knowing about the brain and how the brain functions. The brain is a very complicated organ in the body. God is a magician. That's all I'll say about the brain, and when he created our bodies and everything that's included in our makeup. So when we talk about neurochemicals, we think about quite commonly things like dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. But there's many other neurochemicals that help us to manage our mood, our behaviors, our sleep-wake cycle, our memories, our emotions. But those are the three main ones that everyone refers to. So a healthy brain, if we think about it theoretically, a healthy brain is functioning the way it should at the time it should in the space that it should. And sometimes people think that having a healthy brain means that you don't get sad or you don't get angry, but it doesn't mean that. A healthy brain means that you're feeling all of these emotions and you know how to express them. A lot of times we don't talk about things like emotional quotient or emotional intelligence. And so for me, I place emotional intelligence under that category of a healthy brain. Because if you're emotionally intelligent, you know how to deal with stress, you know how to respond, you can read the room, you understand your interactions with other people, and you don't, as some say, get out the gate or click on people. An unhealthy brain is not being able to control yourself in a moment of stress. An unhealthy brain is sometimes psychosis and schizophrenia. An unhealthy brain might mean also that people cannot retain information and their memory is compromised.
Hey, Nikki, that's it for now. We are finished. Hopefully you'll see this recording very soon on Amazon Prime or Netflix. And remember, everyone, brain love, brain love.
And brain love. Thank you, Dr. Delvena. And a big shout out to our guest today, Ebony Austin. Again, she is the powerhouse behind the hospitality group Nouveau and also in real estate as well. So again, shout out to Dr. Delvena and Imani Latifa. And we'll see you soon on another episode of MIA. So, bye.